With its R rating, The Exorcist Believer has the opportunity to reclaim a 44-year record held by the original Exorcist movie. Let me know in the comments section if you're looking forward to the new Exorcist film, and will it ever be comparable to the original? But before I start drinking holy water and placing myself in circles of salt, I'd like to say hello guys and gals, I'm Nick, and welcome to 30's Feedback. So, after its 1973 release, The Exorcist changed horror movies forever, launching a beloved franchise that continues to this day. The Exorcist Believer, coming out in October this year, raises questions about whether the film will live up to the original. This will be a hard bar to reach, as The Exorcist remains one of the scariest horror movies ever made. Still, the upcoming movie seems promising as a follow-up. The Exorcist Believer functions as a soft reboot, with at least 2 sequels guaranteed. The film follows a single father, Victor Fielding, who seeks out Chris McNeil after his daughter and her best friend begin exhibiting signs of demonic possession. The Exorcist Believer has a stellar cast, and its R rating promises a truly scary experience. Additionally, the rating means the sequel can take back a major box office record. For 44 years, The Exorcist held the record for being the highest grossing R-rated movie at the box office. Unfortunately, 2017's It dethroned it. When comparing the numbers at face value, it grossed approximately $90 million more than The Exorcist. However, accounting for inflation changes this comparison. According to the CPI inflation calculator, The Exorcist's original gross income of $193 million reported on Box Office Mojo equals around $1.3 billion now. This is $1 billion more than It, and it doesn't account for the multiple re-releases of The Exorcist. Thanks to The Exorcist Believer's R rating, the sequel has the opportunity to reclaim the franchise's rightful title. Many horror movies tone down their scare factor in order to maintain a PG-13 rating, but this can put a damper on the viewing experience. Luckily, the newest addition to the Exorcist franchise received an R rating from the Classifications and Ratings Administration for some violent content, disturbing images, language, and sexual references. With the R rating, The Exorcist Believer can ramp up the horrifying imagery and disturbing body horror found in the other Exorcist movies. After all, the original Exorcist was one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. Director David Gordon Green won't need to decrease curse words or gore in The Exorcist Believer's post-production. Like The Exorcist, this movie can include carvings on the character's skin and other physical signs of possession. Additionally, it won't have to tone down the disturbing behaviour of its young characters, as the audience members will mostly be adults. The Exorcist Believer's R rating is a hopeful sign that the movie can continue the Exorcist legacy and go on to deliver scares even decades later. I will go on record now by saying The Exorcist 3 and Exorcist the Beginning are both really underrated movies. I have high hopes for this film, and I'm looking forward to it coming out at the right time for all us horror movie lovers. Bring on Halloween, I say.